Before I knew it,
Before I knew it,
Before I knew it,
I was there.
I was there.
she was there.
We pulled up in the car, and suddenly we went from journey to arrival. I wanted to get out in the worst way possible. My legs were cramped from the car ride, and I felt the need to stretch both physically and metaphorically. I couldn't believe we were here.
I couldn't believe we were here. College. I mean, my high school was 2 buildings connected by a tunnel. And now I had a campus map. I had teachers in high school, not professors, let alone doctors. I never have any luck with doctors. All nasty medicine and shots. I've had nightmares where professors were coming at me with a piece of chalk saying, "This might hurt a bit."
I couldn't believe we were here. I looked over at my daughter sitting in the front seat of the car, and I suddenly wondered what she was doing there. I wanted to say to her, "Darling, you know better. You should be in the back, in the car seat, where you won't get hurt." But then my daughter jumped out of the car, and suddenly it was me that knew better. She was no longer my baby, but I still wished I could put her somewhere where she wouldn't get hurt. And I said a quick prayer that this was the place.
Everyone says that your college years are the best years of your life,
Everyone says it.
which is a lot of pressure.
So I was ready to start compiling the experiences that would fit the best years categories.
At this point, the thought of no one telling me what to do or where to go or what to wear was pretty cool.
I would wear the same jeans and shirt all week long.
And who said anything about underwear?
At this point, the thought of pulling an all-nighter, pounding cup after cup of coffee, sounded pretty appealing. Sorry.
Wait.
That was me.
All right, hey Tana Splice.
Oh!
All right, so just start where at this point.
Okay. At this point, the thought of pulling an all-nighter for midterms, pounding cup after cup of coffee to stay awake so I could keep studying.
Was kind of appealing.
Of course, I didn't know yet that cramming and staying up all night are poor study skills. Too much coffee gives you gut rot, and sleeping through the midterm exam won't help my grade.
But college, and here on the first day of what would no doubt be the best years of my life, it was the thought of it, the pure and utter thought of it.
That
Excited
excited
the hell out of me.
I joined my daughter as we walked into her residence hall, and we were greeted by a young man who was there to help move us in. As my daughter walked up, I saw him look at her with that look that teenage boys often give teenage girls. I made a note to discreetly inform him later that if he laid one hint on my daughter that he would lose any chance of having children, if you know what I mean.
Potential is a very cool word.
Potent, you might say.
There's a moment when you realize that the entire universe was once simply potential. And then maybe slowly, or maybe with quite a big bang,
It became what it was to become.
there is also a moment when you realize that you, as a human being, are simply potential.
Which is the feeling I had standing before Cullen on my first day.
All potential, major, not yet decided.
Romantic relationship, not yet pursued.
Roommate, not yet known.
Job, at least 4 years away. And to relieve any possible pressure, there's always
Graduate school. You start from scratch.
You hope that you taught them something.
You realize you know nothing.
Thank God you've instilled in them a few values for them to hold on to.
You throw away everything you once held on to.
You hope that they still feel they can lean on you.
You need no one. You need nothing. Except maybe
Maybe, some money?
I sure hope my daughter can make it to dinner without asking for more money.
Suddenly I realized that my life as I know it was just beginning.
Suddenly I realized the life I knew is ending.
What waits for me? Is the person I'm going to spend my entire life with unloading boxes just like me? My parents met in college, but I suppose they were lucky to find anyone, not too selective.
What waits for me is the class that will make me so excited to learn, and the professor that will keep me thinking deeper and deeper than I've ever thought, which leads to the career that will fill me with passion and meaning.
Not to mention the upscale penthouse downtown and a car like that BMW I saw the other day.
Going to happen this year? Next?
My entire universe is filled with potential, and maybe slowly, or maybe with a big bang, I am going to become what I am to become.
Wow.
We moved the last of the boxes into her room, and our RA came in and said, "Welcome to your new home." And I was stunned like I'd been slapped in the face. Home? No. This was a cinder block 12 by 12 square, a room, a cubicle, but certainly not a home. And then I heard my daughter say, "Thanks," and begin to take her entire life out of a box and put it on her cinder block walls. Her favorite posters, pictures of her dog, the medal she won in track, a photo of me. She was moving into her new home. I wondered how bare the walls looked back at my home. I think this was the first time I realized she wasn't coming back with me. This wasn't a campus visit. Oh, how exciting those were. Road trips with dad and daughter and admissions tours and restaurants, and we always came back home once they were over. I kept thinking about how long we had planned for this day, how much I wanted my daughter to go to college. I thought of the money we had put away every month since 2000, how she would get a savings bond on her birthday and feel so ripped off because it went straight to her college fund, how we gave up the gym membership, which killed me, but there's no other way to find an extra $50 a month, how we sacrificed for this moment. I wanted my money back. I wanted to have her take online courses at home. She could become a veterinarian. It says so on the commercials, but I didn't want my money back. I wanted my daughter back.
I took a deep breath and went into my room.
I took a deep breath and said hi to my roommate.
I took a deep breath, walked back to the car, and had a good cry.
College. Oh well, let it begin.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
See you.
Good to see you. I saw you at the scavenger hunt last night.
Yeah, and I know you had fun.
Yeah, I know you did too. I saw you out there with Parker Jarecki.
Yeah, but you know, I got a girlfriend back home.
Yeah, I got you.
And anyways, I'm gonna hit the calf.
Oh, yeah, I just got back from there.
Okay, right on.
See you, man.
Hey, Mom.
How's my big college student?
Oh, you know, just having a big old time.
Did you get the care package I left you? You haven't texted me back.
Yeah, it's amazing that I've seen you within the last 24 hours, and I already managed to get a care package. How did you pull that off, by the way?
Well, I asked your wonderful roommate Davis if you would hide it and have it waiting for you when you got back that day.
Okay, that's great. But the next time you send me a care package, could you put the poopery underneath the peanut M&Ms instead of right on top? I'm kind of already stuck with a nickname.
Aw, how sweet, you're making friends. What's your nickname?
I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Hitface McGee.
You know my maiden name was McGee.
Mom, I gotta go.
Okay, it sounds like this isn't the best time. I'll call back later.
Oh, hey, man.
Oh, 6 feet. Hey,
What?
well, I mean, I know we went to the same high school and everything, but the last time we talked was never. We've never talked.
Yeah, man, but you're from back home. You're from Mobile. God's country.
Yeah, I've lived in Mobile all my life, and I've never once heard anyone call it God's country.
You know what I miss from back home, man? The bridge.
The bridge? That bridge, the 100-mile long stretch that caps off America's most boring drive, that bridge?
Yeah, man. I gotta see that bridge.
Man, I gotta go.
Every time you come around, I love the bridge. Wanna go down.
Hello?
Oh, hey, I'm so glad to hear your voice.
Yeah, are you okay? I was not expecting a call so soon.
Yeah, I was doing fine, settling in and all. And then Mom called, and she was being typical mom. And then I ran into Billy Baru, and he was all homesick for bridges and started singing Fergie. It's just been a really weird morning, and I'm really glad to hear your voice.
Well, now you've heard it, I gotta go.
Oh, hey, wait, let's talk.
Oh, did I not tell you? I'm at a party.
A party? Well, who all's there?
It's
What
just
kind of party?
It's just all the girls that want to be in a sorority.
Go Cardinals!
Who was that?
Who was what?
I'm pretty sure I just heard some guys yelling in the background.
I didn't hear anything. It was probably just the TV. I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, I was hoping you'd call back.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, dear. Every mother hopes her baby boy will want to hear from her.
Mom, I thought you were Hannah. I just got off the phone with her and she was acting kind of weird. I heard some guy yelling in the background, which is weird because she said she was at a party with all girls.
Well, you know I never trusted her anyway. What kind of girl goes around text messaging other boys?
Well, I mean, she can text other guys. All girls can. It's not like a rule or anything.
It most certainly is a rule.
Okay, maybe it is for you, but all I'm saying is that she was acting weird.
Maybe that's because she's texting other boys. You know, I've seen that code language she sends you.
What code language? Have you been going through my phone?
Only for your own good, dear. I bet I know what LOL means.
Laugh out loud?
Lips on lips.
Okay, Mom, you are certifiable.
Certifiably your mother.
Sure.
I'm sorry, honey.
Oh,
I just missed my baby boy.
oh Mom, I'm sorry.
I was watching this commercial today and started crying because it reminded me of you.
What commercial?
Well, you know the one with the little general. For a great low rate, you can go online.
Go to the general and save some time. Yeah, Mom, he's literally the general.
Yeah, that one. Do you remember your third grade Halloween party?
Vaguely.
He's a cute little army man. And you were a cute little army man.
Mom, I gotta go.
Okay, love you, bye.
Hey, man!
Billy, I don't know if I can do this right now, man.
You know I miss back home? Mark and Jack and Steve and Trevor and Mary Jo, Mary Frances, Mary Catherine,
Okay.
Mary, and Steve and Rick
Alright, Billy,
and Mariah
I get
and
it.
Carrie.
Billy, how did you remember all those names anyways?
I've been looking back over my old yearbooks from kindergarten till now. It makes me miss old times.
That's kind of scary.
I got memorized their secret quotes, organizations, athletic teams, and unusual birthmarks too.
Unusual birthmarks.
Yeah, I know some better than others.
Alright, man, I gotta go.
Hello?
Hey, I know you're busy and all, but I really just need to talk.
Now it's just not the best time.
Who is that? Hannah, are you at the beach?
Oh, did I not tell you? I'm at the beach.
What? Why?
Well, you know, classes don't start till Monday, and you know, road trip, spring break.
Wait, you've been there for 3 days and it's August.
Well, spring break.
Okay, well, I mean, who are you with?
These girls from my dorm hall and some guys I met yesterday.
Some guys you met yesterday.
Yeah, no worries, they're chill, just friends.
Body shots!
Hannah, are you doing body shots?
Okay, so not exactly, you know the guys?
Yeah, the guys you met yesterday.
Uh-huh. Okay, so they have this really fun game where you put like a little sip of something on someone's stomach and someone else drinks it off of them.
So you're shooting alcohol off of some stranger's stomach.
Do you think I'm reckless? No, they're shooting it off of mine. Duh.
Okay, I gotta go.
Bye.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. I was just calling to let you know that I'm on my way.
On your way where?
To campus, silly. You didn't think I'd drive all the way back to Mobile, Alabama before making sure my big college student didn't need me.
No, Mom, please, that's not necessary. Just go home.
No, I was in a hotel downtown so I could be right around the corner. It sounds like that so-called girlfriend of yours was causing you trouble. So I'm gonna lift your spirits and cook you your favorite dish. Beef.
That is just not necessary. I'm fine. Just go. Wait a second. Beef?
Mm-hmm.
No. Just go home. I'm fine. Unpack and relax.
Well, I have another care package for you. Peanuts and candy and poopery.
Mom, I have enough poopery to last me until graduation.
Well, apparently not, hit face McGee.
Oh, Mom, I gotta go.
Hey, man!
Billy, you're wearing shoulder pads, man.
I just saw a new commercial for the SEC network with Tim Tebow. Makes me miss home.
Tim Tebow played for Florida, and you're from Alabama. How'd that make you miss home?
Because he played football in the South, man. Football in the South! You remember those guys from the last game of our season?
You mean the game where you got beat 28-0 and graffiti was sprayed all over the school, that game?
Yeah, man, that was a great time.
Billy, I remember when they interviewed the quarterback and asked what their key to victory was. He said that you played for the other team.
Yeah, man, those guys really knew me. Not like people here.
Alright, Billy, I gotta go.
You want to come up to my room and watch some of my old game film? I got an extra set of shoulder pads and a new jersey.
Yeah, hard pass.
Hello.
Hey, I know you're super busy, but today has just gotten worse and worse.
My girl Hannah, she built like a panda. She got a dump truck the size of Montana.
Is some guy singing to you right now?
Yeah, Johnny here found 52 words that rhyme with my name.
Your name's Hannah, how hard could it be?
I mean, he's just so creative.
Yeah, real original. Who even is that guy?
Oh, did I not tell you? Johnny here looks and sounds just like Harry Styles, who I never really liked until now.
Wait, so let me get this straight. There's a guy on this trip who looks like Harry Styles and sounds like Harry Styles and is now looking and sounding like Harry Styles and saying, "Who's you?"
Yeah, he's so hot. I mean, interesting. Listen, I think we need to start seeing other people. Since I've gotten to college, I've realized there are so many interesting people here, unlike anyone I've ever met before.
Yeah, like Harry Styles. Now, I gotta go.
Good luck out there. I'll always love you. Hugs and kisses.
I have a feeling you got a phone call just like I did.
Yeah, man, I think I just got dumped. She was at Panama City Beach with some guy that sounded like Harry Styles.
Yeah, mine was going out with 2 other girls and 5 guys.
Right, what is going on?
I don't know. I think some other guys in our dorms are getting the same call. Kind of crazy how that happens. We got a lot going on here though, so we should focus on that. We don't have to worry about mom anymore though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, let's go get dinner, like, off campus. I'll buy.
Hey guys, run! You wanna play?
Welcome to Amateur Science Fiction Theater Presents. I'm your host, Pinky! Tonight, we have a special treat for you science fiction fans. We invite you to go on a journey beyond sight and sound to a place where rational thinking and cooperation no longer exist. A place where most college students find themselves. A place where ramen noodles and narrow-mindedness collide. The only I'm right zone.
Have you looked at the list of campus organizations? There must be a million of them. I'm trying to decide between the Organization for Organizational Rights organization or the Sophomores Against Friday Class Scheduling group. Speaking of organizations, some of the girls down the hall invited me to the Lily Pulitzer Monogram Stitching Club. Lisa went last week and said it was free fanny pack night. Sounds pretty cool. You want to go? That is so not what I want to spend my time doing. I'm thinking I might try out the Young Suburbanites for Socialism group. Tonight's subject is everything. Why your parents are wrong about it. Suit yourself.
As the weeks went on, the differences between Mary and Moonbeam became more apparent. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't believe that guy was so fascist. Yeah, I know. Well, did you hear how he talked? Total country bumpkin. He's gonna fail all his classes. Look, Trevor, I have the Justin Bieber fan club meditating in my room. Can I talk to you later? Alright. Talk to you then. Ciao. Hey, isn't there an ice cream social or something you all should be getting to? Maybe a giant double rainbow to be crying over? Just ignore her, y'all. She's just jealous because of our matching monogram raincoats. Last week, I caught her trying to steal my fanny pack. I was not trying to steal your freaking fanny pack. I don't even like your fanny packs. How many times must I review the situation for you?
Your friends cannot come in the room anymore. I mean, I put up with you hanging up that ridiculous monogram headboard and sticking those little pink whales all over our door, but this is getting way out of hand. And if I find one more J. Crew catalog hidden in my underwear drawer, I'm gonna report you to somebody.
Yeah, you let me hang my posters up, then you let your suburbanite socialist friends write stuff all over them. And you ripped off all the tails on the whales on the door so they look like alien eyes or something. And that stuff you keep burning makes my stuff smell like melted circus peanuts.
Hey, I can't control what my friends do when they come over. Maybe it's your fault for being so sensitive. And if you'd stop making devil horns at them whenever they step in the door, they might be a little bit more respectful.
More respectful, they can't just break
I
my
literally
stuff.
don't care about your
that.
opinion.
And
You know what? I think that your monograms
so
are
sensitive.
Shut up! Okay, I think we're done here.
What could have made the situation better? How could Marion Moonbeam have escaped from the only I'm right zone? The answer is simple, but difficult. By listening to and being respectful of one another. When you get to college, you and your peers are going to disagree on a lot of different topics. Politics, religion, lifestyles, fanny packs. But the important thing about being in a community is letting other people decide how they want to live their lives and respecting those decisions, even if you don't agree with them. So get to know someone before you judge them and think about how you would want to be treated. And beware of the only I'm right zone! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Check my BSC email, and then I'll do it later.
If you don't check your BSC email, you won't see the email about the square dance time change. If you don't see the email about the square dance time change, you won't do-si-do with the man of your dreams. If you don't do-si-do with the man of your dreams, you won't fall in love. If you don't fall in love, you will be lonely. And if you're lonely, you'll start hoarding the campus cats. If you start hoarding the campus cats, your RA will find out and get mad. If your RA finds out and gets mad, you will now have to live in the bushes with the cats and be known as the BSC Campus Cat Lady. Don't be the Campus Cat Lady. Check your BSC email every day.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our student panel entitled Life at BSC. Today, some of our freshmen will be asking questions of our student panel for tips and wisdom about life at BSC. Our first student is Andy. Andy is a junior who prides himself on being an involved student at BSC. Along with being a triple major in biology, chemistry, and physics, Andy is in a fraternity, is an officer in SGA, is part of the math, philosophy, and psychology clubs, all of which he is the sole member, social chair of the Extroverted Introverted Coalition, serves as anchor of the pyramid for the BSC cheerleaders, and finally has started his own support group for heavily involved students called Over-Involved Anonymous, whose meeting has been canceled this week because Andy had a prior commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy. Next we have Becky. Becky is a sophomore who she says majors in her boyfriend's stew. Becky has asked that we tell the audience that she is really in love with her Stewie. Her favorite activities include talking to Stu, thinking of Stu, and moonlit walks with Stu. She actually thinks it is more accurate to say that she has a double major in stew and stew. Next up, we have Clyde. Clyde is a senior and has yet to declare a major. Clyde is part of no organizations, groups of gatherings, or of any kind. When Clyde was asked if he had any affiliations, his response was, I'm affiliated with Pizza and Tinder. Though Clyde says lately he has learned to multitask and sometimes, slide into the DMs while eating pizza and swiping right or left. He says, and I'm quoting here, it depends on the bird. He's just here biding his time until he gets on the reality show Big Brother. Finally, we have Dana. Dana is a junior political science major with plans to go to law school. She serves as an orientation leader, plays intramural flag football and soccer, works studies at the library, and spends time with her friends by the pool. There appears to be nothing unusual about Dana, so I'm not quite sure how she got on this panel. Let's go to the first question from from one of our freshmen.
Andy, having been at BSU for so long, what's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing? Sleep. Or maybe coffee. No, sleep. Sleep.
Okay, weird. All right, how about you, Becky?
Well, I was hoping you would ask me that because easily my favorite thing about Birmingham Southern is my boyfriend, Stu. They say when you meet that someone, you just know, and we just know. Our romantic journey has been the greatest 2.5 weeks of my entire life.
Yes, wonderful. Our freshmen now know that they have to look forward to coffee and stew. Let's move on to our next question.
Okay, this one's for Clyde. If you could warn us about one thing at BSC, what would it be?
Do not take AM classes, dude. Do not.
Okay,
Or 9.
okay.
Or 10. Or 11. Or 12. Wait. There are no classes at 12. That's lunch, dude. College rocks. No classes until after lunch.
All right, what about you, Dana?
Look, I don't know about all of that, but let me build on what Clyde just said. Find what works best for you, but be honest with yourself about what changes you need to make. Find the best balance and maybe find a couple of classes before you get distracted by the internet.
Dude, I just matched with a Sanford girl.
Yes, thank you, Dana. Let's move on before we start making too much sense. Next question.
I know academics take up a lot of time. What do each of you like to do in your spare time? Andy?
Spare time.
I'll go next. I don't need spare time because all of my time is dedicated to my Stu. We study in the library together, we eat in the cafeteria together, and even when he has chapter meetings on Tuesday nights, I hide in the bushes outside his fraternity house, so the moment he's done, I jump out and surprise him.
Is this true, Stu?
Wow. Okay. Well, how about you, Clyde? What do you do in your spare time?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
What do you do in your spare time?
Spare what?
What do you do when you're not in class?
Oh, okay. What do I do when I'm not in class? Taco Bell and Tinder, man. Do you know what I do when I'm in class?
No, what?
Taco Bell and Tinder, man. College rocks. I never leave my room. I have a staph infection that's gone untreated, bro. College rocks.
You know you can go to health services to get that staph infection treated, right?
Well, what do you want to do after college?
After college, you want some fries with that, sir?
Right. And do your parents plan to continue to give you money once you graduate?
Why'd you have to bring me down like that, bro?
Moving on. Next question.
Okay. How do each of you relieve stress?
Well, I think my answer should be obvious by now. I relieve stress by spending time with my Stu. Isn't that right, Stu? Stu, what are you doing, honey? Stu, you know I don't like it when you acknowledge the existence of other females. Stu, we're supposed to leave for swing dancing!
Yes, perhaps we should move on to Andy.
Okay, Andy, how do you relieve stress?
Wait. You can relieve stress?
How about Dana?
I don't quite go about it the same way that these guys seem to.
Swing dancing! You owe me a dance!
Academics are definitely important, and during my 4 years here, I spend more time on that than anything else. But I make sure I have time to do things like exercise and hang out with my friends. I have a girlfriend too, but I don't quite approach the relationship the same way that Becky does.
Wow, that sounds like a balanced answer. I wonder if we could think of another name for this panel. Dana and I hope that you'll find that balance we all need during your time here at BSC.
And that you'll learn from those who have good balance in their lives. And
Stu, I already opened up a joint bank account!
And those who don't.
my first day of college, and I have no idea what to expect. When I was in high school, I knew all of my friends and my classes, and I knew my teachers, and my parents always made sure I was prepared and would get to class, and I knew I had them to answer to if I skipped anything. But now, the only person to make sure that I get to class and I'm prepared is me. Oh well, here we go.
Hello, class. You probably don't want to be here, but I don't care. I'm Dr. Roberts. I'll start off with the roll call. Dorothy?
Yes, I'm Dorothy. I'm a biology, math, religion, triple major with a distinction in leadership studies, and I like snails.
Ethan?
I'm Ethan Poindexter, and I spent my summer studying the cultural relevance and subsequent fall of sea urchins in 19th century Australia.
Of course you did. Emma Claire Johnson?
Actually, it's MM.
Wonderful. Thank you, MM. Price? Price Brian? Okay. Margaret?
I'm here.
Yes. And you seem to have a visitor. How nice.
Yes, I'm Julia Vanderbeek, and we've been dating since middle school. You could call it fate.
I will not. Unfortunately, Birmingham Southern requires a 6-foot distance at all times in the classrooms. And that includes desks. Why don't you move that desk back to your sticker and long for each other for the next 50 minutes? Margaret?
I'm here.
Emmy? Emmy? Miss Kilgore?
Just give me a second. I gotta find the perfect me for my orientation group meet.
Here, let me help you. Miss Lambert, I presume? Have a seat. Did I not call anyone's name? Yes?
You didn't call me. I'm Declan. Declan McMahon, but you can call me DeCoco.
I will not. Yes?
Can I get in the bathroom?
Yes. Even better. You do not have to announce your intentions to the class. If you gotta urinate, don't procrastinate. Okay, I'm passing around the syllabus for the class. Please take one and be sure not to lose it.
Dr. Roberts, can I have 2 of those copies? I want to frame one since it's my first college class and all.
Sure, why not? I don't care.
Wait, is this not biology uno zero uno?
No, this is Intro to Human Sexuality. Your class is down the hall. You should get moving.
Human sexuality? No, I think I'll stay.
Before we begin, one point I would like to make is that I do not allow laptops during lecture. Dorothy, you may transcribe your notes after class. Look at it this way. You now get to spend double the time with your notes. Glad we put that fire out. Let's begin.
It's all on you now. There's no one to make sure you wake up in time for class or even go at all. Your parents aren't going to go to a parent-teacher conference once a year. But luckily, BSC is known for having professors that go out of their way to help you. But you have to put in the work. It's all on you.
And that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Ray, hang back for a sec. I noticed how into the lecture you were today. I really appreciated that. If you want to talk about anything more or have any questions, feel free to come chat in my office. My office hours are on the syllabus.
Would now be too soon to meet? I have a few questions about today's assignment.
Of course, I'm free until lunch.
Oh, perfect, thank you. So I was wondering.
Evening all, I'm sure you've all been to our glorious CAF. As one of your orientation leaders, I'm here to enlighten you on CAF etiquette. Let's take a walk through a classic lunch scene and see what we find. This is ordering in the deli.
Hey, sweetie, the usual?
Yes, ma'am. How you been?
Oh, I've been good. Tomatoes? Toasted? Okay. How's your summer?
Short, but glad to be back.
Well, I'm glad to see you back. Have a great day, sweetie.
Thank you.
What? Whoa! Hold up. You're gonna need to speak up when you order so this lovely calf lady can hear you and so you don't hold up the rest of the line. I hate to see you get mauled by one of these hungry college students.
What'll it be, honey?
Could I get a 6-inch turkey on wheat, please?
Of course. Tomatoes? Toasted? Okay.
Another disaster averted. What else can we see today? And this is searching for your calf card.
Oh, here we go. You said 754, right?
Whoa! Hold up. It's pretty important to know where your calf card is and have it ready when you come up to the cashier. Otherwise, as you can see, you see the rest of the line waiting, which is dangerous in between classes. Look, why don't you borrow this handsome gentleman's card?
Hey, sorry to hold you up.
No problem. Hey, how about I buy you a real meal sometime?
Ah, the beginnings of young love. What else can you see today? And this is dish return.
Yeah, I know, honestly. Hey, we need to go. We're gonna be late to English.
Whoa! Hold up. Excuse me. While we're all glad our moms didn't come with us to campus, it does have a few drawbacks. One being, no one's gonna come clean up after you finish your guys' play. And don't just stick it on top of the trash can. Bring it to the dish return.
Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
We've done good work today. The cab's one of the best places to hang out between classes and see friends, as long as you follow these tips. Cheers!
What's good, fam?
Hey.
Is your interpreter? There.
Yeah? Is that yours?
Yeah, they'll come in handy later.
Totally.
You want beer?
Sure.
There you go. Woo, that's better. Hey there, babe.
Hello. Greetings. It is so nice to meet you.
It's Miss Day to you, Stud Muffin.
The feeling's mutual. Thank you.
Pretty great, huh? Yeah, right. It's pretty great.
The party's delightful, don't you think?
It's lit!
I must agree, and the band is simply spectacular.
You want another one?
Would you care for another beverage?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, that'd be lovely.
Here you go, baby.
You wanna, maybe, you know.
May I have this dance?
Nah, dude.
I do not feel comfortable dancing at parties.
Boo!
How unfortunate. It would have been quite fun.
But maybe kinda dinner.
Unless I'm frightfully intoxicated. Maybe later.
Yay!
Maybe you wanna, you know.
Would you like to engage in sexual relations with me?
Whoa, down, boy.
Unless I too am frightfully intoxicated. Maybe later.
Oh, hell yeah!
Well, that is certainly something to look forward to.
You look, you know.
You look positively ravishing tonight.
Shut up. Drink.
You think I look radiant now? Just wait until you imbibe more natty.
Damn, girl, you dummy thick. Thicker than a snicker.
A nice ass.
You're not you when you're hungry.
No. Keep your mask on, please. Pardon me, I must confer with my client.
I understand completely. I will be doing the same. Matthew, we've been through this before. Do you recall the last time that we went out? It's hard enough to watch you drink and get blackout, but we must set boundaries. You cannot get drunk and attempt to hook up. I refuse to be held responsible for the potential dangers.
Danger?
You know exactly the potential dangers. There's the physical danger of an STI, and then there's the emotional danger of discovering that you weren't ready for a physical relationship. Might I remind you that I'm not going to be here tomorrow morning and interpret the sorry, I was drunk excuse. And last but not least, there's the concern over consent. You just can't go around grabbing women's bodies.
I thought we talked about this after last time, how we were going to be a bit more
selective. But if you look at him like this, pretty cute.
Even if he is coot, he's not in his right mind, and neither are you.
¿Qué pasa?
Are you sure? Well, after all, I am just an interpreter, and ultimately it is your decision.
Just talk to her. Tell her what you want. Yes, pardon me, my client here has a few things he would like to say.
My client is willing to hear them.
Michelle, you're cutie. You hottie, you.
Allow me to rephrase. I would like to show my interest in you as a person and potential romantic partner by inviting you to a candlelight dinner for two at Surin. Well, you said maybe we could go for burgers. You know, I just kind of ran with it. You know, sushi.
We can talk relations.
We could talk and get to know one another and start to build the foundation of a relationship.
Me 40, you 60?
Of course, I'd cover the entire bill.
No, boo!
No, that was a pretty good deal, and you are financially unstable.
Dating hard. Me don't get it. Drink and do it.
It's totally easier to just go to a party and get drunk and have a random hookup, right? Besides, that's what most college students do. No, actually, it's not what most college students do, and this isn't just anybody we're talking about, it's you. Is this what you want, or are you happy?
Yeah.
But if you don't talk about things, how are you ever going to get what you want?
Shots all around!
My apologies, but what you're saying is simply ridiculous. I do believe we've become super close.
Indeed. Oh well.
Well, I mean, this night's not a complete disaster. I did like what you were saying earlier about, getting to know each other, talking, and getting dinner.
Yeah? I liked it too. It's the perfect way to find yourself attracted to someone.
I do find conversation to be quite stimulating and would be very open to an invitation to become more intimate.
Intimate meaning being honest with one another and asking each other about family and friends and what your favorite movie might be and what you hope to do with your life. Things like that.
Oh my, that's just the beginning.
Well, okay then. How about we take a walk down to King's Wings?
I would love that, but what about them?
They are made for each other. They have to face their decisions in the morning.
Shall we depart?
Let's.
Oh, crap!
Before I knew it, I had been there.
She had been there.
About a year.
Nearly a year.
1 whole year.
It's amazing what you can learn in a year. I learned that I don't have to have it all figured out. That it's okay not to know my major. Okay to be a little unsure.
I learned I didn't have to do it all right away. There will always be parties. There will always be those chances of a lifetime.
I learned I can pound 5-hour energy shots and stay up until 5 a.m. when I need to. But that always doesn't pay off. Nope, I hated that. But that it won't always pay off. I'll just restart. Chances of a lifetime. I learned I can pound 5-hour energy shots and stay awake until 5 a.m. when I need to. But that it won't always pay off. And that I'm still feeling it 2 days later.
I learned that I can get up at 4 in the morning, start writing a paper, and hand it in for my 11 o'clock class, but that it won't be a very good paper.
I watched every season of Game of Thrones. Bum, 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 bum.
I learned you shouldn't pick classes based on when Gilmore Girl reruns come on TV.
Okay guys, listen up. I've learned that being honest and real are actually attractive qualities.
I learned to remember that if a senior starts hitting on me, 3 whole classes have turned him down before I got there.
I've learned that I like to party. Not just because... Okay, I just completely lost track of where I was. Oof.
That was really good. I like.
Right? Wait, here we go. I've learned that I like to party, not just because I love to flirt, but because I get to hang out with my friends.
And I like to remember it the next day.
I've learned if I want, I can find a party every night.
But a lot of upperclassmen look at you like, can I see your high school diploma, please? Because you look like you're still there.
That was wrong. Should I do it again?
Sure.
Okay.
But a lot of upperclassmen look at you like, can I see your high school diploma, please? Because you're acting like you're still there.
I learned that you live your life in phases. Phase 1, before the kids, seems like another lifetime. We were young and in love, and we had so much time on our hands and didn't even know it. And then, phase 2, the kids came and went. And the money. And we didn't care. Oh sure, at first when the kids come, you miss your dreams. I always wanted to travel to Paris and maybe learn to play the piano. But pretty soon those dreams get forgotten and you don't really mind. And then you don't even remember them anymore because you're too busy watching your kids grow up. Then there are those moments. Oh, how I remember when Katie was about 2. She was crawling up the stairs and I said, "You can do it, Katie." And she turned around and said, "Love you, Mom." Dreams? In those moments, your dreams come true. And now, phase 3. Seems like another lifetime, which is how we're treating it. And you know what? It's going to be okay because we're older and in love, and we have so much time on our hands, and this time we know it. And despite what they say about getting older, I'm finding that I'm remembering some things I had, and despite what they say about getting older, I'm finding that I'm remembering some things I thought I had forgotten, like dreams. I signed up for piano lessons, but I can't start for a month because we're going to Paris.
It's amazing what you can learn about yourself in a year. I really think I belong here now. And the emphasis is more on the I than the here, because it is me that has made the adjustment. I was so vulnerable when I arrived.
You know, when I got here, almost everything I knew about the world was based on my hometown, my parents, and my friends.
At first, I asked everybody else for everything. What are we doing this weekend? What should I wear? What do you think? I never asked me. I figured, what did I know?
I mean, I knew nothing about other cultures, except what I had seen on the Discovery Channel, of course. Even other races, other countries. And so I did what most people did when they faced something new. I avoided it.
But honestly, I do know quite a bit. I'm a lot smarter than I thought, and stronger. I don't look to other people to find out how I'm doing, what I'm feeling. I look to me. After all, I'm the one with the answer.
Then I thought, what am I doing? I was afraid I would do something stupid, act wrong, and people would think I was weird. But I didn't know. Strange. I was more afraid of looking stupid than being stupid.
And the funny part, the more I believed in myself, the more I felt okay about asking for help. I realized the counseling center was there for me to use.
This is college. What better place to figure it all out? Besides, most people were like me. They didn't know. So I figured I'd be the one to start learning.
We visited a couple of times. It was fun. She's got a whole life there, and it was neat to watch her in her element. Katie's been home a couple of times. That was a bit odd, seeing her in the living room at 9 at night and saying, "Oh, you're staying in tonight?" Only to find out that it was just too early to leave. She came home for 3 weeks at Christmas, and by the end of week 2, she was ready to go back. That's where her life was. But we got a kick out of it when she said, in the same day, "You've got to understand, I don't live here anymore. And what have you done to my room?"
We're going to give you what was given to us, permission.
We give you permission to imagine your future, and then make it happen.
But to not have it all figured out yet.
We give you permission to skip class, but know that you will fail.
And it's okay to be a little scared.
To not know what you want to be when you grow up.
To not grow up, within reason.
We give you permission to make new friends.
And hang on to your old ones.
To enjoy your new freedom.
To take responsibility for your actions. But more than anything,
to enjoy the ride.
That was better. That was better.
Yeah.
Not good.